All right.
Yeah.
Man, you're talking about all the prep
We're recording.
you got to put into this and stuff, and you guys just throw this on me. Like, no prep whatsoever. Here we go.
There is a lot that goes into this, man. There is a whole lot that goes into this. And a lot of people don't realize it, like how much there is that goes into it. And they just think that see, I'm like moving cameras around while I'm doing this too. Like they don't realize that like I don't have 10 people helping me. Right?
Yeah.
It's just me with the camera. I don't have the best stuff, you know. I have the camera, audio, and I edit all that shit myself, right? On top of being a father, a husband, having 3 jobs, right?
Yeah.
Like it's taxing sometimes, and that's why when Kay was like, "Man, you all right?" I'm like, "Nigga, I'm tired."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, nigga, I need some sleep.
Yeah, I just need a little bit of sleep. And but it was dope though last night, man. My son slept with me. And just I haven't had him like sleep with me in a while, and he was just like, "Dad, can I sleep with you?" I was like, "Yeah, of course, come sleep with me."
Yeah,
like, I don't know. There's some, you know the feeling.
Yeah,
Are you a
it's
father,
dope.
Connor?
No, I was even gonna say is like I'm sitting here over here bitching because I gotta edit all goddamn day long. I don't got kids. I don't got any priorities. I got a little cat at home, man. Like knowing that you do all that editing, all that work behind being a father and taking care of a family, like that is insane. Especially same with you, like both of you. I can't even believe the work ethic around your work separate from your family, and then you got your family with it. It's something that, man, I just don't understand yet.
Yeah. It's a blessing, bro. Like, honestly, like being able, and I feel like it just comes natural, you know, to those who actually care, you know, for their family. Like, it just comes naturally, like that extra work. It doesn't even really feel like anything's changed because you know and you're ready to do what you got to do. So that's the one thing I feel like is just like throughout just me being a dad, that's what I've realized is just, you know, I'm willing to do what I got to do to make things happen. So
Yeah. And you never plan for this shit. You just learn. Like you're on the job training. Like, like,
Hey, it's the best kind right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
for real. You just jump into it.
Yeah.
And you make it happen. Thank you guys for listening. This is the Unrestricted podcast. I got 2 of my friends here. You guys are familiar with KThaDawg, and I got my man Connor with Happy Thoughts here.
Thank you for having us, man.
Is that right? Is it Happy Thoughts?
Yeah, there you go. It's, everybody gets it a little crossed here and there. I know I don't got the vowels in there, but yeah, it's Happy Thoughts.
Yeah, because like your at is HPPY.
Yeah.
TGHT or something?
THGHTS. That even sounds complicated to me. My God. Yeah. No,
but it works.
Hey, thanks, man.
It works. Like your imaging's really dope.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
I first got put onto you from your craft, your music videos that you do.
All right.
And like I just seen you come out of nowhere because I'm familiar with a lot of people out here, and especially the videographers. And when I seen this Happy Thoughts and this fucking smile, I'm like, what's going on here? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then it's like dope shit.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, man. No,
Pull that mic closer to you, brother. Sorry. Yeah, you're good.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And honestly, that was like you said, kind of out of nowhere was I was previously in marketing. Like, I mean, I had a whole bunch of goals for what I wanted Happy Thoughts to be. But, coming from a music background in marketing, and being a musician myself, like I really wanted to try to figure out, a way I could live my life with an artistic outreach, but still be involved in the music community. And, I slowly just started picking up music videos left and right with in odd sorts of ways, but mainly a couple of real estate agents up north, and would do spoof music videos for them, and then eventually got linked up. Float Freely, Ame Doug. She hit me up for Bobby's first music video, 95 Baby, Bobby B Mac. Shout out to Bobby. And so from there, we just kind of kept the ball rolling, kept working on projects, and yeah, here we are. It's like maybe a good year later, deep, a bunch of projects on our belt, and still just trying to keep on working and keep making some fun stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
So is there a difference between like the real estate stuff that you do and like the music stuff that you do?
Yeah, actually entirely. I don't do real estate stuff anymore.
No?
That was kind of I used it, it was just kind of a stepping stone from leaving the live music scene. I worked for a live music venue up in Park City, and so I was really involved in live entertainment. And that's really where I was putting my drive for video, was trying to do, live recaps of shows, doing events and everything. And once we had it wasn't really planned. We were starting to do music videos before COVID happened, but it was just, building music videos, kind of, not getting any show clients or any shows to go film this and that. And then COVID happened, and since we don't have events to be filming, I just kept on the creative side of doing music videos. And with that, trying to keep more of a, I guess you would say, a story aspect to the music videos. And yeah, it's been fun, but a lot of work, a lot of time put into it, and it's just nothing but a good time meeting people like Kay, working with people like Bobby, and it's great music to work with. It's been it's a great time, and I just want to keep it going.
You're lucky that you came into this. I don't want to say industry, but I mean essentially it is, right? The music industry.
Yeah.
You're lucky that you came in it at a time where literally I can go and grab a great song out of the lake.
Oh yeah.
There's so many dope artists, and I can only imagine, like, as a videographer, like giving you a dope product to work with.
That's I mean, besides, like, you're talking real right there, is like forever growing up. I mean, I'm born and raised in Salt Lake City here, and there really wasn't. I mean, nothing that. I always say I'm a big fan of pop music. Doesn't matter what genre, and stuff. And people hate on that, but it's like, there's pop from a hip hop scene. There's pop from your pop scene. There's pop from country. There's pop from rock. There's pop from indie and everything. And it's just, I really like pop music, and I really never heard people out of the lake really kind of just hitting those tones. That stuff that really resonates with a lot of people and stuff, and makes people feel something. Just and like you're saying, just good music. And I mean, the moment I started linking up in this community out here in Rose Park and Glendale and then Salt Lake, it's been, over the past years, blown my mind what music is coming out of the lake. And especially, it's like, artists will send a song. It's like, what else you got? They'll send you something else. And it's like, holy shit. Right on. There we go. There's a hit. Let's do it. Let's work with it. And that's, Bobby, Kay, freaking a bunch of other artists out here, they're just throwing out heaters. And it's really cool to see. Really cool to see the Salt Lake scene just building and growing as it is out here organically, instead of involvement with, your major music scenes around the country. So,
yeah. What's the big difference for the music scene? Because, Kay, you've been around for a while, right? What's the difference between when you first got into it and now? Ooh. Like, what do you feel like is a big difference? Because even yourself changed, right?
Yeah.
Even not to say that you changed your person, but like you changed the name you go by. You changed the content that you're throwing out there.
Yeah.
I feel like you changed your mentality into this whole thing.
Significantly.
So what's the big difference, you think?
So for me personally, what I feel like I've noticed, like, is in regards to a shift in the music scene, like, I feel like just the way the world's just ever evolving, like, people are just starting to get it, like, going out with the accent, rapping with the accent type stuff is like, it's not the lingo, it's not the move no more, and just being yourself. Like I've said many times before, being yourself is just, there's nobody that can be you better than you, there's not a single person that could be you better than you. And so I feel like just now a lot of people are really starting to embrace themselves. I feel like being yourself was not really the cool thing to do back then when I was doing stuff initially. That's what I noticed, is everybody was trying to be somebody else, and not really like embrace themselves and be happy with who they were and the lives they lived, and, be able to express what they went through. And so just looking at that for myself, like, I was a part of that. Like, I was not necessarily like happy with the results of my life, and I wanted to go and try to emulate, other artists and do it, like, just be this person, the other person, and so I think when I just like took the time, really just thought about what I wanted, like thought about what mattered the most to me, and I think what had happened with me, the transitioning from K-Manic to KThaDawg was I stopped music. I didn't want to do music for God knows what reason. I honestly don't know exactly why, to be completely honest, and so things just, like, they didn't really pan out the way that I wanted to the first time around. I got the attention that I was the attention I wanted, but it wasn't necessarily what I was thinking I was looking for, and like I said last time, I think it was our first time talking on the podcast, I was mentioning how this time around the interactions are a lot more genuine, and I feel like that's because I put a lot more time and effort and energy into what I do. And I'm also a lot more educated than I was the first time around making music, and I feel like it's so important to be educated. Like, that's the one thing that I would emphasize the most. I feel like that shifted a lot, is a lot of these dudes that are rapping now, a lot of them actually like take care of their mental health too, you know? And I feel like that's like something that I'm noticing across the board is because mental health has become such a highlight for people to focus on in their lives now. Whereas back then when I was doing stuff initially, that wasn't a thought process or any of that, you know?
I think just those conversations in general. I was talking to Alonzo. You guys are familiar with Alonzo. You guys did the Young OG After Dark.
Yep.
You did the filming, and you were a guest.
Yes, sir.
And we were talking yesterday, and I was just like telling him about my own mental headspace, right? And so when you're saying that, I'm like, you really made me think, like, I wasn't having these conversations 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it has to do with our maturity as well, though, as like men, right? And as people in general, and to the ladies out there. But I think that being open about kind of what's going on, I think brings more authenticity, brings more genuineness, and it brings more understanding to people, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like that person might not be having they might not be all the way there right now, and they might need to have that conversation. They might need to know that, hey, I've been depressed too.
Yeah.
And, this is kind of how I went through it,
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people, I talk to you guys on a personal level. I won't get personal, but there's a lot of changes that happen on a personal level that you can kind of understand, right? And know what that person's going through and be like, I've been there too, and I'm here to hear you out, and I'm here to help you out with whatever I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love the space that people are in right now.
Yeah. And I feel like those kind of interactions, are like necessities, like is a necessity to move forward, and to live a better life and to live a more fruitful life and to live a life, where you're happy, and so I feel like those kind of conversations are a must, and especially having those conversations with yourself, not necessarily having those conversations with other people, but just being completely honest with yourself about what you want, what's going on with you, what you need help with, those kind of things, because nobody knows how to help you better than you. Nobody loves you, as much as you love yourself. Nobody's capable of loving you as much as you can love yourself, and so I just feel like, just tagging on what you're saying, like it's important, those conversations and having that space.
What does that mean to you, Connor? What does mental health mean to you?
Well, right there, just as you said, it's kind of having, first off, being aware of, like you said, of just, what you want, what you're looking for in life. And I think that's the biggest step for people is first acknowledging how they're feeling and stuff. A lot of people will exert a lot of emotions and not kind of address to themselves, how, what may be wrong or isn't wrong. And then also having those people to outreach and stuff. And I think, today more than ever, I think you phrased it, 5 years ago, we weren't having these conversations. So I think as a whole throughout society, especially in American culture, that wasn't very popular. Still, quite frankly, isn't very popular to be talking about mental health and stuff. And it's becoming more and more of, I think, not only necessity, but it's just becoming a little bit more mainstream and comfortable for people and stuff. And especially like workplaces, everything are taking more of an effort to make sure that the people around them are okay, are doing well. If you need some time off, whatever it may be. And then, again, being able to have those people to be on a personal level with and be able to talk through the things and the struggles that you're having is something that you see a lot more present today. The door's opening a lot wider for everybody to be able to be just a little bit more open. I think it's a great thing, and ultimately, everybody should be trying to take care of their mental health, because it's something that I feel like in this country too, everybody's driving, work, going so hard that they really don't take that time to really step back and just, say, like you're saying, prioritize what's important to me and, what I need to do to be at a comfortable, happy, stable level.
Yeah. I had to check myself the other day because I felt myself getting anxiety. I felt my chest getting heavy. I was like, holy shit. Like, I really took a step back. I talked to my wife and I was like, you know what? Like, I really need to realize that all this other shit is extra, right? This podcast is extra. The, everything that I have going on is all extra to what my life really is, right? Which is my family.
There you go.
And, and once I really told myself that, I was like, it's okay if I mess up here and there. It's okay if I don't have the greatest edit, right? It's okay if I wait a week to finish this project that doesn't really have a deadline, right?
There you go. You can only do so much.
Exactly.
And it's like, and we're always like, I mean, that's something that I think is kind of is terrible. Like, I love social media. It's like, it's a great tool for marketing, all purposes for all of us to be able to do what we do. But I think that's something that is kind of really killing. I just think just people in general is just kind of that like constant drive that like, I need to be doing more. I need to be better. I need to be constantly working. Like you said, you checked yourself the other day, did the same thing. Like, it's been kind of 2020. Everything happened. I've just been on this like train of gotta work. And I think 3 weeks ago, I finally just like snapped, kind of had this like alone moment. And I was like, dude, you're okay. You're doing just fine. You don't, all these things you're working for, like, it comes in time. It's, calm down, take a day off, take 2 days off, get in a fucking bubble bath like this guy, go bath bombing.
KThaDawg definitely takes bubble baths.
Hey, nigga, I ain't gonna lie. I really be taking bubble baths.
When you got that jet tub.
Like,
shit. I actually have done that one time. But I didn't like it. I felt sus, so I put the candles out, my nigga.
listen to the Prince.
It's a vibe.
Hey, real
it's a
shit,
vibe.
though, I would listen to Prince. Let's go.
Oh, that's good. That's solid.
Kids.
Hell yeah. Just hop out, grab my silk robe.
My bath too tiny, man. I got the tiny bath. My bath be like good for just my 2 kids.
Man, you get into it and the water comes up to like the bottom of your stomach. You're like, well, this is fucking fun. All right.
Yeah, this ain't
Great,
like the movies.
relaxing time. No.
This ain't like what it is in the movies, man.
I'm dead.
Okay, you got the jet tub?
Yeah, when I bought the house, it actually came with it. I was like, so this is what happened. We walked up to the house. I was like, all right, this house looks all right. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really feeling it because the front, just like, you wouldn't expect nothing really going on there. We've been to like 15 houses at this point, and I was just like, I'm kind of ready to give up on this shit. So we walk into the house, and like, I'm not really intrigued by the entrance or anything like that, and so we ended up later on like redoing all that. But we walked into the room, and she was like, and one of the agents that were there, they're like, oh, you'll love the master bedroom and bathroom and all that.
Selling point.
Yeah,
exactly.
And so we walked into there, you know what I'm saying, and I was like, oh damn. So there's a rain shower, and then there's a jet tub too.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. I was like, yeah, I gotta get this. I was like, I don't give a fuck about what the rest of the house looks like.
He's all, can I put bubbles in this?
The
Hey,
jets
but
turn
you
on?
actually are
Hell
not
yeah.
supposed to, I guess.
Yeah, because it gets into the filters.
Yeah.
Ruins
So
that shit.
yeah, that shit's
I
crazy.
don't know how I know that, but
Yeah, motherfucker, I'm dead. But that's what I was gonna say. Like, when I went there, they had all that shit, and I was like, yeah, we got it. Like, we got it. I don't care what's downstairs. I don't care what's outside. You know what I'm saying? And then there was just a lot more pluses, and so eventually we ended up closing on the home, and yeah.
There you go. There you go, man. I'm with him, though. It's selling points for me. I just got to have a little bit of a decent kitchen and a little bit of a decent bathroom. And if it's got a jetted tub, woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
are you a cook?
I like to cook. I'm not like a chef by any means, but
You seem like the type that would have like the matching knife sets and
He's humble as fuck. I'm sure he's like, where's the rosemary?
paprika.
Hey, rosemary and paprika come up every once in a while in the Giles home.
Hell
for sure.
yeah.
He definitely sets the date night moods. He has Alexa play sloth jams. Hey,
Man, I'm not on that game yet.
don't do that.
Yeah, it's starting off.
Alexa, turn off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you were impressing me over here with your setup and telling Alexa what to do and whatnot. Like, I got to get that in my place.
Are you single?
Single guy. Yeah, I'm squatting with my mom. Shout out to my mom.
Shout out to mom.
Love you,
go,
mom. You're the
man.
greatest.
Mom
Freaking
Dukes.
taking care of your old man here. Thank you.
There's a
I
man.
love that.
I didn't grow up with a mom, so I have a big respect for good mothers out there. I have a beautiful wife that is a great mom, and but just growing up with a single father, it was tough, man, because I didn't get that I don't know what that's called, the feminine touch or the
Yeah.
the
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, you know, the empathy, it's in general in Western culture, it's like, I guess around the world, the mom is like the comforter, right? Like
Yeah.
No,
the
real
one
talk.
you run to.
Yeah.
Well, like, really, I mean, I understand completely. It's like, if I would have just had my father, like, raising me, like, I'd have been one hard ass, and it's like, definitely got that side of him, but it's like, it's just, yeah, it was, always nice to have to kind of have that little bit of a comfort there for sure, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, real talk.
I wish I had them all.
Fuck, I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry.
I'm like sitting here thinking about it. Yeah. Where the tissue at?
I got you, nigga. Don't worry.
So what's going on, fellas? You guys got a lot of projects going on.
Yeah.
Let's start with the late night.
Oh,
Let's talk about the late night a little bit.
dope.
Yeah,
That was
that
really
was
cool.
fun.
That's out now. You guys can go and watch that on Here, this how cynical Alonzo is. His YouTube channel is himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was scoping that the other day. I was like, oh,
I seen
nice.
that the other day too. Look here.
Love to Zoe, man. It's Alonzo Oliver on YouTube. Just search the Young OG Perspective Late Night. Their After Dark TV or internet show, I guess you would call it. And you were a guest.
Yeah.
And you filmed the whole thing.
Yeah, just in the back, sitting there doing some nice pans and cuts. It was a good time. They had a great vision for it. I was just kind of, Kay said, hey, we need an extra camera in there, and came along, Alonzo and Londo, right? Londo?
Yeah.
They had a whole vision for it. Just here, do cut. Sorry, my bad. I'm clicking over here. But yeah, they had the whole thing worked out, and it was a great night from the whole entire intro to the episode, their whole idea with it and the flow, then the whole sit down and the performance. It was really fun, really cool.
Yeah, it was well put together. It was a good it was definitely a milestone, in itself. It was definitely a high production. Everything was just set up just like you would expect, like going on to like David Letterman or something like that. That's how I felt what that experience was. Like it was super special.
Yeah,
so,
man. With the live audience, I was in the audience for like a quick hot second. I had to work that night, but yeah, man, the vibe was there, man. It was a cool thing. I wish I would have been able to see the whole thing. Seeing the final product though, I was like, okay, that was really dope.
Yeah.
Like, they did a good thing.
They did a really good job on it. And I mean,
Was that your first time doing something like that?
yeah, honestly, I've never
You too, right?
yeah.
Like I've worked on like podcasts for private clients in the past, but I've never especially something within music and something experience like that with a live event. The whole thing, it was fun. It was really fun, and that was given. I mean, one of my favorite things as a musician is a live show, and we haven't had that this year, and so it was refreshing. It was nice little intimate live show with these two just killing it, live drums on it. That was really sick. Go check it out. These guys killed it.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
shout out to
Much love.
Sticks on the
Appreciate you being
drums.
there. Yeah, Sticks.
Sticks on the drums.
Madman.
Man, I'm gonna bring it up again because if Sticks hears it, he already know exactly what I'm about to say before I even say it right now. But when he hit the sticks on the drums and he was going right back and forth, that was crazy. I ain't never seen nobody do that in my life. Like it was nuts.
It was hype. Huh?
Yeah, Sticks is he's special, bro.
Yeah.
He is definitely one of a kind. He is definitely he goes hard on that shit. So props
I
to
was
Sticks.
I was teasing you that whole week. I was like, don't throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it hasn't performed.
Yeah.
You know?
4 years.
4 years.
5 years.
Oh,
Damn.
Now that I'm it's really been 5 years since I performed last.
Damn. That's a whole kid in kindergarten.
I thought it was. I thought it was 2 years. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wait, because the other day when we met up with the 420V boys, like he had mentioned Spy Hop. That was when I last performed. Was around that time frame. And so it was 5 years ago, bro. But as soon as I got there, we had the time to rehearsal, and it just as soon as I picked up the mic, it felt like good. I felt comfortable, and I was around a bunch of people that I love and care about, so it made it a lot easier doing the performance. Like I was like, man, this is gonna be a good time. Like the people there were awesome, and there was a lot of support, and so I went right into it like nothing, like I've been doing it for a long time. That's how it felt. So it felt really good.
Plus, you on a whole media train right now. You did another podcast with the other side of the Beehive.
Yeah.
Shout out to my brothers, man.
Yes,
the other
sir.
Side, you can get your koozies on the other side of the beehive.com. No, I don't know. I don't know if that's a website.
They about to go look.
Yeah. It's like,
lied.
Fuck, he lied.
Let's go.
How was that?
Man, I had such a good time with those dudes, man. I swear to God, like just that podcast experience in itself was just different from the other ones. It was just we was just shooting the shit. Like it was fun. We was talking about I think we was talking about fucking licorice. I think if I remember, you know what I'm saying? We was talking about licorice, you know what I'm saying? And we was talking about some different shit, man. But it was funny as fuck. Like we was talking about man crushes and
nice,
just
nice,
funny
yeah.
shit like that. It was a good time, bro. Like and props to them on the show that they're running. You know, I think what they're doing is awesome, you know, and there's definitely nothing else that I've seen in Utah that's doing what they're doing. So they definitely are paving a lane with what they're doing. So props to them.
They got their own lane, man. They're two construction guys that just shoot the shit.
Yeah.
And you know, they talk dick and fart jokes, but then they also they you know, they just really good dudes. And I champion them. They have Angel started this hashtag Podmunity.
Oh,
and
nice,
so
nice.
we got a nice Podmunity that's happening in Utah, and I champion those guys, man. They're doing really cool things.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're good people. Real talk.
I mean, all right. I did laugh when you were like, "Yo, Dre told me to tell you something." Fuck you.
He was like, right when I said that, he's like, "Oh, what the fuck did he say?" You can see it in his face. He was like, it just went from like smiling to like, "Oh, great, what the fuck did he?" Like,
What could it be? It could either be really something really truthful, or it could be playful.
Yeah, that's what I thought was funny. I was like, right when I said, "Hey, Dre told me to tell you," so he said, "Oh, well, what did he?" I was like, "Yeah, he knows there's gonna be some slick shit."
When Connor pulled up, no, I pulled up to the Young OG show that they were doing, that you guys were doing. Zoe said something that kind of I was like, oh shit, okay. He called Connor the greatest.
Yeah,
called Connor the GOAT on this filming shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, he is really fucking good.
Yeah.
For somebody, that was your first time meeting Zoe, right?
Yeah, 100%.
For somebody to be like, that man is a badass, that says a lot.
Man, that was honestly like kind of just a shocker to me. I was like, he knows who the hell I am. Like I've known about these guys for a long time, and it's just it's kind of a, you know, I just never thought Happy Thoughts would ever be a name coming out of some of these people's mouth, and even getting that praise. It's like, you know, thank you guys. Shout out Alonzo, man. I really appreciate you guys for having me through, but it was a blessing to meet that whole entire team, and really kind of humbling, very humbling.
I think that a lot of people, the more that you put yourself out there, because we see Happy Thoughts, but we don't see Connor.
No,
if that makes sense.
No, real.
And I don't know if that you're the marketing genius. Maybe that's your marketing thing. But I think doing these kind of things. Let me preface something. Connor showed up. He has the Ronin, and he has his camera on the Ronin. That's a gimbal. He was coming here to film. And I was like, no, come sit down.
Yeah, these guys throw it on me last minute. I'm nervous as all hell.
Yeah.
Like, good Lord. Like, I thought I was going to be shooting some B-roll in the back, just like getting some nice tuck stuff, making these guys look prettier than hell. But no, we're on mic now.
Maybe we could do that too. We can do that afterwards or something.
We'll do a little playing.
But I was like, no, sit down. Because I personally haven't had you, or I haven't seen you kind of be like, I'm Connor. I am honestly Happy Thought.
No, really, man. And honestly, I kind of think, more so to myself, it's just being busy. I mean, I work full time for a solar company in the Valley that just has me running around the clock.
Hold on, solar, like energy?
Yeah. Shout out Empire Solar Group. Y'all are great. Freaking love my job. But yeah, I work for a full time content creation for a solar company, and I mean, always camera in hand, running around hours on hours, just doing edits after edits and stuff, and then. I try to help in digital marketing, digital advertising space for some of my personal family businesses, and then my own, and it's just busy. Always trying to find a little bit of time to get out and actually make my face present somewhere and stuff.
Yeah,
and trying to find that balance. But it's I really can't thank him enough for even having me mic up right now, because really, it's like you're saying, it's like I'm never anywhere where I'm like, hey, Connor here, hi guys,
yeah,
nice to see you. So it's. Thank you so much for having me.
But your work is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So I think it's important for you
amazing
to come and show your face and be like, this is who I am. This is what I do. You might be busy and can't do a project right now, but who says 2021 you can start knocking out some projects for people, or, things like that. Because I really think that you're a big part of this community. And I think that, I know that you are going to continue to grow. And I want people to be able to get a hold of you now, because I feel like in a few months from now, it's gonna be a different situation.
Oh yeah,
I appreciate it, man. I really, really appreciate you guys having me. And this guy bringing me along for some really, really cool projects coming up. I'm so stoked to be working on these. It's gonna be a fun year. But yeah, man.
Can we talk about the one?
Yeah. We're doing a project with Who's
we?
So Bobby, So yeah, Bobby and I are working on a project right now. That's priority number one. I got my second project in the works also, you know, and so I'm kind of just taking my sweet time on that one. My main focus is really getting this project done with Bobby, and the goal is to catch a lot of film of both projects being made. I want to have sort of like a blueprint, you know. I have a lot of people reach out to me, and you know, it's usually like that. Hey, we should do something. Hey, this and this, like, you know. It's there's as soon as you start doing something, there's the people that'll, and I'm not knocking them at all, you know. And so that's kind of one of the main things behind doing this documentary that we're working on right now is because I want to have a blueprint for people to see, you know, just get up and do it, you know, like you have something written, go ahead and try to record it, you know, see how you feel about it, you know, but just show them that you just keep doing this shit. You don't stop, you know, and that's how I feel like I've gotten to the point that I'm at right now where I'm really confident with saying I do this shit. I'm a fucking rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like I put that fucking time, the money, the energy, the focus. Like I'm up late nights. Like I really do this shit. Like I don't bullshit, you know? And that's the one thing is just showing people that, you know, when you want somebody's time, you know, that you don't expect anything free, you know? Just showing like that business side of things where it's like, if you're going to do this shit, you have to take yourself serious. Because if you don't take yourself serious, how the fuck can you expect anybody else to take you serious?
Yeah.
You know, and so that goes from me paying for features, me paying for beats, me paying for studio time. I won't ask nobody I respect for anything free, point blank, because that shit's fucked up.
So he just told you if he asks you for something for free, he don't respect you.
No,
Yeah,
it's
look
just
out.
real
Sorry,
shit, you
y'all.
know.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing as like it's like the janitor, right? It's just what's gonna happen, right? Let's say you ask somebody to clean a bathroom, right? And you don't pay him to do that shit. You really think you're gonna get the best fucking job? You
Facts.
know, you know, and then if you say, oh, look, I'm gonna pay you $100 to take care of this bathroom, you know. I mean, really, anybody with common sense can know what the fuck is going to happen. That person's going to clean the fuck out of that bathroom, right? Yep. And so it's just the same thing with features and stuff like that. You know, it's a respect thing. Mm-hmm. You know, I would never ask you to take the time out of your day to hop on my shit and not pay you for it and be like, hey, thank you for making me look good. See you later. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, and you know, and some people will take offense to that, you know?
That's what I was going to ask you. And I know we're going to be talking about the projects. We're talking more about the projects, but when you have an artist that does come to you and does think that it's just like local love, and in some senses it is, right? I think as artists, you kind of have to pick and choose what you will take and what you won't take and what you're going to charge and what you're not going to charge, right?
There you go.
Can it lead to more opportunities, right? There's a lot to it. So I think when if you're an artist and you run into these things, whether if you're hitting up Connor for a video or you're hitting up K for a verse, just keep that in mind that you should always lead with, I'm going to take care of this person, right?
Exactly.
And sorry, I just wanted to kind of preface
No,
that.
but that's real shit though. Like, and then to add to that, you know, it's just, I would never approach him for some shit unless it was going to benefit the both of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only way I would go about doing it. Like, I'm never going to come at somebody asking them for some free shit because I just think that's like, nothing in life comes for free. Exactly. There's always if you don't pay now, you're gonna pay then, and that could be a consequence for the shit, you know. And so that's just the way I look at life. Like I like people like, you know what I'm saying? It's your time. You know, you don't get that shit back.
In so many different ways, too, like crucial conversations, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have those conversations, it leads up to a bunch of shit, right?
Yeah.
And the pendulum's still up here, so when it comes back, it's going to hit you because there's this wasted space.
Yeah.
That's
right?
Well put.
So you have to make sure that you're having those difficult conversations.
Yeah.
You're speaking your mind.
Yep.
So everybody's on the same page, right?
Exactly.
If I say, Connor, I need you to come do this music video, we on the same page. It's going to be, you know, $1,200, whatever that is. I know at the end of the day, I give him my $1,200 and he gives me a great Happy Thoughts project.
Exactly.
Or if I go to K and I'm like, yo, I need a verse. And he's like, all right, it's $1,300. You that much?
Well, it depends. It depends on what the project consists of and what they're asking me to do. It all depends.
No,
you know
I
what
get you.
I'm
I get you.
And even to come off that, I think both you guys said is like, you know, kind of, and in this game, it's like just even to elaborate more off what he said a little bit a few minutes back was, you know, being comfortable, finally being at a place where you're comfortable saying, like, I fucking do this and stuff. I'm a rapper. I'm a content creator. I'm a video guy, whatever it may be. It's, not getting disheartened, continuing to work. And like you were saying is like, there's a lot that goes into how you value yourself and stuff, there's whether you're gaining some sort of exposure or you're, getting monetary value back for it and stuff. It's kind of, it's a roller coaster that you have to play. You don't know what's coming up or around the turn and everything, but it's something like you kind of got to be cognizant of the decisions you're making and really, pick and choose, like you said, of what's going to, what you think will be the best kind of, like I always say with life, the best road, whatever, which way you want to go with it. But it's like with those decisions and as you're building and trying to gain that stature, it's really, you just got to be cognizant of where you're going, who you're working with, how you're working with them, and what you're giving for that value and stuff. And because, just like he said, is, if you're not giving some sort of good value to somebody for taking care of that bathroom, whatever it may be, do you think it's going to get done the proper way over and over and over again and stuff? No. And that's out of respect, out of everything. It keeps everything black and white, nice and clean, and ultimately you leave those emotions behind and stuff because, like you said, you're having those tough conversations, you're addressing things forward and making sure that people, both parties, all parties involved are benefiting in some way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was going to say too, like, it doesn't have to be money too, just to add to that, just to clarify. Cause I just thought about that. Some people might think, oh, well, I don't have the money to pay this person $500 or $1,000 to pay this person to do my video, or I don't have, it doesn't have to be money. It can be exchanging services. I hop on you hop on a verse of mine, I hop on a verse of yours. It doesn't have to necessarily be money, but there should always be the like you said, the first thought in your head has to be, I'm gonna help this person. How can I help this person? Mm-hmm. That's literally what's cruised me through a lot of this shit, is because that's who I am as a person already. Is I give a fuck about everybody, to the point where it may fuck me over a lot, and throughout the course of this, it has, but just knowing who I am, what I care about, knowing my true nature, I'm not going to let nobody steer me off what the hell I'm trying to do. Yeah. I know what I'm trying to get out of this. And at the end for me, it's just putting myself in a position where I can actually help people, and I can't do that shit worrying about some bullshit.
Facts.
There you go. There you go.
Big facts. Let me get you one of these.
Hey, let's go.
Ooh, that's nice.
Low key, that was the wrong one. Hit the fuchsia one.
All right, there we go.
I heard that shit nigga flinched a little bit.
He's like, flashback, no. Fuck. So tell me about the this new project that you and Bobby are working on.
Yeah. So the project with Bobby and I that we're working on, man, we really wanted to be like a gumbo of local artists, local producers. I wanted to just have anything and everything to just show like Utah, and not necessarily Utah, but just show like what we have to offer, as people and what we have to talk about. And, I really feel like going in on that, like Bobby, I'm telling you, like he like going into this project with him, I'm super grateful and blessed to be doing this with him, because he's someone that I value the fuck out of his opinion. I love him as a person. He's an amazing person. He cares about the community. He cares about people. He cares about, being vulnerable for people to see, I'm human, And so like, just, he's a great dude. And so just in all doing a project with him, it's super special to me. And I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to do this with him. And I really feel like what's going to come of it is a lot of people will find hope through this tape. That's the goal, is to promote hope, unity, love, passion, like integrity, a lot of the things that I feel like we not that we don't know, but I feel like that we sometimes forget to uphold, and I feel like just with the tape, what it's going to do is it's definitely going to create a shift. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's for sure going to create a shift. It's going to be something that I don't think anybody's ever seen before. Like, really, I do believe that. And, we're actually, while we're on it, we're actually doing a challenge from the 26th to the 5th. And the beat was made by Ernie. He actually is the brother of CJ Drisdom over at Lake House. He actually made the beat for the challenge. And then we also have Mateo. So Mateo is a photographer from out here in Salt Lake, Utah. He actually made the cover art for us and stuff like that. So shout out to both of them. I appreciate them both for helping us put this together. But we're going to be doing a challenge. And, we want people to bring their absolute best. Bring everything that you got because, it's going to be a huge fucking opportunity. You're going to have a chance to possibly be in a music video, be in a documentary, and it's just a lot more things that are going to come with that, right? You're going to be able to meet new people, meet people that you want to meet, get on the podcast possibly, and it'll just open doors. Yeah. Like essentially, pretty much what it's going to do, the opportunity will open up some doors, and that's what I can guarantee for sure is, whoever comes out on top, you're gonna have some shit laid out.
I love it. It. Bobby was supposed to be here, but Bobby's not feeling too well. But I do want to call our brother, so let's give him a call just to see how he's feeling. Get a word from him.
Yeah,
maybe. Let's see if he answers though. He's gonna be like, "Oh, it's Dre."
Come on, Bobby.
Nah. I do be worrying about that though. How you feeling?
Like shit. But I'm good.
Keeping it honest. Hey, don't say nothing incriminating. You're on the podcast, so don't say nothing incriminating.
All right, bet.
This ain't the group chat.
I got you.
Where we just bag on K all day.
Yeah, I swear I'm the fucking guinea pig, guys.
So
it's 10% business and then 90% bagging on K.
Yeah.
So K kind of gave us a little bit of a rundown of the challenge, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to tell the people a little bit of the challenge and kind of what you're excited about with this challenge.
Yeah, man. So I'm sure Kay already touched base on it, but basically whoever puts out the hottest verse. And when I say verse, we're really looking to see the spitters in the city. I mean, of course, don't get me wrong, I love the pop sound, the auto-tune and whatnot, but specifically for this verse, we're definitely trying to find out like who can really spit toe-to-toe with the best of them. So once we do decide to put this challenge out, we definitely want people to submit their videos. I believe the cutoff date is going to be either November 4th or 5th. I can't remember which day, but yeah, we're just going to have it out for about 2 weeks or a week and a half for leading. So yeah, man, from there, I'm excited to see, who comes out with the creative verses and who comes out with the bar heavy verses, and really, man, I'm just excited just to see the creatives from the dancers all the way to the spitters and DJs put something together for this. So that's really what my take is. I'm just excited, honestly.
Cool, brother. Well, we're really excited about the challenge. I know I am, because just you and Kay are two of my favorite artists out, and I'm really excited that you guys are putting this together on a bigger level and giving opportunities to people that really been looking for that look, right? They've been wanting this. It's just about kind of like what we were talking about earlier. It's about who's talking and who's doing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you guys are actually doing it. So you guys might see a verse from me.
Let's go.
There we go.
Yes, sir. Well, we already got like 3 of them. From
yeah, exactly. We got a few to choose from so far.
Hey, that was in the group chat. Keep that
solid. That was solid. That was good. Like, tip of the hat.
Yeah, I top Bobby,
Let's go. Hell yeah. But yeah, I'm really happy that, Bobby and I are doing this because, like I said, like, I just know what we're both going to bring to this shit, and it's not gonna be like, I know that we both talked about this shit, and he was like, I'm coming at your neck. I'm like, nigga, I'm coming at your neck too, nigga. Like, but it's all love, but it's gonna be gauged in a way where we're not literally coming at each other. We're trying to help other people. You feel me? We're gonna do everything that we can, to create a tape that's gonna bring some hope.
Yeah. I think that's a testament to who you guys are as men, right? Like, I feel like you guys are great examples of what we need right now, right?
Really.
And that's like, I don't mean that in the sense of like you guys are like the best rappers out there, right? I mean that is, and you guys are really good men. You guys care about people genuinely. You want people to succeed. You guys want people in good health. You guys want good people in good headspace, right? And you want people to keep doing good things, and that's what we need. We need that.
Yes, sir.
So I challenge you guys to keep doing that. For
Yes,
real.
sir.
Most definitely will. I'd say for me, I'm a firm believer in high tides raise all boats. So, especially with this project, man, we definitely want to keep the bar at a high level, so that way, we don't slack a bit, especially for anybody who's looking to be a part of it as well.
Yeah.
So definitely for this challenge, man, I'm excited because I know people already have a bar set in their heads as, just whatever they're gonna put out, they want to put their best foot forward. So
Yeah.
it's exciting.
Well, Bobby, I wish you were here. I'm glad you're not, though.
I know, man. Somehow K got me sick, so I don't know how that happened.
Oh,
Nigga,
yeah, he's the
what?
culprit. Oh,
Through
shit.
the
Pause.
phone? Through the phone?
Pause.
Pause.
Yeah. Bobby, again, wish you were here. Hope you feel better soon, my brother. Go eat some oodles and noodles, and we'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate you, my brothers. Hey, man, y'all take care.
You too.
And I'm gonna see y'all soon once I'm out of here.
All right, love.
Take care, B.
All right, brothers. One.
Much love.
Got that one there.
Little inside joke. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that.
You're gonna have to just cut that clip, especially for your wife. Like, you gotta just.
Yo, nigga, you too much, cuz. My nigga said, oh,
That's
fuck
love.
yeah.
That's love.
That's not the move.
I'm dead.
Nigga,
Nigga.
hey, somebody gonna clip that just that one part and be like, look at Dre. Look, he's selling out. He's industry now.
No, what is this nigga gonna walk in with next? A dress?
Yeah.
Like, I'm dead, bro.
Oh shit, little inside joke. Ask K for the full story.
Yeah, we'll talk about that shit another time. Let's go.
Oh man, the challenge, man. I'm really excited about it. The beat is hard. I wonder if will I get in trouble for playing the beat?
No, go ahead, dude.
I wonder because I think that it's in the group chat. Where's the group chat at? I think that where'd they even come from? Like how do you come up with that? How you're like, let's do a challenge. This is who's gonna make the beat, and this is what we're looking for. How does that even? How do you orchestrate that?
So how we came up with that was Bobby and I both know what the vibe is, what we want from this, and we want it to be soulful. Like just like a lot of what you were saying. Like my music is soulful, and Bobby's he's wanting to lean off into that. You got to hear a little bit of that with the intro he did on the Young OG perspective. And he's starting to like want to do something like that. And so I was talking to him, and we both came to the agreement, like the best way to reach people is being on that soul note, and just doing it like that. And so I already had done a song with Ernie over at Lake House, and I seen him make a beat. I think I seen him make a beat in like a couple of minutes. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, this beat is hard. This beat is hard, man.
Yeah, this is sick.
This is for the spitters.
Yeah.
Like, you guys can get off on this. Pause.
Yeah.
Like that. And Ernie made this, huh?
Yeah, Ernie made it. So yeah, Ernie is undoubtedly talented as shit. And just sitting in the studio with him, like he's just a soulful dude. You know what I'm saying? Like just like kicking it with him, talking to him. It's always a good time, when he's around. And so I reached out to him, and I told him, I was like, man, like I really want you to make this challenge, like the challenge for the challenge beat. And we just let him know what we were looking for, what was important, and he sent that, and that was like perfect. Like it wasn't let me send this one, no, I'll send it back, and he sent that one, and we both felt it was the perfect beat. And that was just saying, like, just kind of like while we're on that note, that was just going back to the conversation I had with Bang over at U92 was I just want to be more involved with local artists this time around, as far as this project, as far as the content, pushed out and all that. Like, I genuinely want to do everything in my power, because I know who I am. I'm a doer. I will do whatever the fuck I got to do to make shit work, And it was just I know what kind of energy I'm going to bring, and so that's why it's like I'm going to link up with everybody that I, genuinely fuck with, and we're going to work on a project. Where we're gonna be bouncing from place to place, just showing just the rawness of just being in an element, talking, shooting the shit, just the real life shit. That's the whole goal with the documentary, is just to catch the real me, the real shit that we be going through on a daily basis, trying to make this shit happen. And
I think in 2020 though, that's the best content, right?
No,
we got
real.
The Last Dance on right now in the back, and it's not a movie. It's a documentary on how the Bulls were the Bulls.
Yeah.
This is my type of content. I love that whole raw, show you from beginning to what we see as the finished product.
Yeah.
I love that portion of it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And a lot of that, I feel like for me, comes from like my favorite rapper growing up all time, 50 Cent. Like if I'm being completely real with you, and that's where I emulate a lot of where I want to have a business mentality, I'm still a hood nigga, what I'm saying? Like it's still what it is, but I'm not out here acting an ass, making myself look stupid. I'm making moves that'll benefit others, and putting myself in a position where I can uplift others, and then also just showing like a blueprint, just giving something to give people. Cause I mean, you tell me you both have seen Get Rich or Die Trying, right?
Of course, yeah.
And how the fuck did that make you feel after watching that shit?
Man, it made me want to go and fucking just get after shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it doesn't matter.
I listen to Hustler's Ambition at least 5 times a week.
Yeah.
I want to find the things that's in my life.
Yeah.
So I hustle.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to be that for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
are. Bro,
Yeah,
I had
honestly.
this conversation. I'm going to call Zoe. Zoe's probably at work right now. But I had this conversation with Zoe last night. And I said, there is, over the years here in Salt Lake City, there really hasn't been music. And I say that humbly. Like, I don't discount anybody. But there hasn't been. Yo, Zoe.
What up?
Yo, you're here on the podcast, so don't say nothing incriminating. Hey, last night we were talking, right? And I got Kay and I got Connor here, and I told you last night that Kay makes music that we can listen to and we can get motivated to, right?
Preach.
No doubt.
Preach.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. I listen to that song literally every day
I do too.
because the goal's to flip the script, right? That's our goal. So you are producing. Yeah. And I bring this up, Zoe, because Kay sitting here saying he wants to be that for people. He wants the way that he listens to 50 Cent and we listen to Hustler's Ambition, we get amped. I said, I get amped by listening to it every day.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I had to call you, bro. I need the verification.
Yeah. Hey, bro. And you know me, I'm all about giving people their flowers. You know what I mean? I meet people like Connor, KThaDawg. When you had me on that Flight 89 podcast, I'm fanboying when I meet you guys. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, take your flowers, Kay. Like you're doing some real special things right now in not only the community but the city as a whole, and you're on your way to global success, bro.
That's love, bro. You nigga about to.
Oh yeah, man. You got that clapping? Where's let's give him one of these. Like, there we go.
Let's go. That's love, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Hey, what's up, Connor?
What's good, Alonzo? How you doing, bro?
Bro, footage came out so clean, man.
Dude, it looked great. I love what you got. Oh, there we go. There's the clap. That's what I was liking. All right. No, seriously, man. The way you guys put that together, it looked amazing. Like, congrats on the episode. I loved it.
A lot coming from you, bro. You're the GOAT out here. One of the GOATs out here.
Hey, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. Really. Much love. Like, that's all love, man.
I told Connor, hey, they got to get in now because in a few months, nobody's going to be able to hit them up.
Let's go.
Yup.
Cool. Zoe, you at work right now?
Hey, he's already on a plane. He's already on a plane every weekend, it feels like.
Yeah, a little bit. Shout out to Empire again. Love you guys. I love my goddamn day job. You guys are fucking amazing.
Zoe, you at work right now?
Yeah, man. That's crazy because I had just came back here to do something and I was like, oh, my phone's ringing.
Okay.
Caught you at the perfect time.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, my brother. We were talking. We gave a huge shout out to the late night. So, do you want to go ahead and plug that real quick?
Yeah, follow everything at the Young OG Perspective to stay tapped in to everything we're doing. Season 4 starts next week. We just put out a little trailer. Skits on the way. Interviews on the way. More After Darks on the way. So, and After Dark is a community thing. So anybody is more than welcome to pull up. It's at Lake House Studios is when we do it. So just stay tapped into the Instagram for all things at the Young OG Perspective.
Yes, sir.
All right, Zo. You have a good rest of your day, my brother.
You too, man. Thanks for calling me back.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So don't feel like you're not doing that, because you are.
Yeah.
You are giving people music to really live their life to, right?
Exactly.
And it's not about pulling a gat. It's not pulling a, it's
100%.
shit that really
it means something.
Yeah, it marinates with me. Is that the right word? Marinates?
Yeah.
Right? It's in me.
Hit
Right?
hits your soul, man.
Yeah.
It makes you feel.
No, I'm just
Right?
kidding.
Pause. Right? For real.
No, see, like that's it's straight. Both with you and Bobby. Every time, I remember when I went on set for 95, baby. I was even looking at somebody else in the Ghost fam, so one of the other crew, and I was just thinking like, oh, here's the artist. Like, I didn't know Bobby at all and stuff. I'm just pulling up blank. I hadn't heard a song, nothing, and I'm like thinking, oh, this is the artist over here, blah blah blah. And I'm just hanging out and trying to meet him and stuff. And then here comes Bobby, and Dukes goes, yo, this is Bobby. Meet him. I'm like, this kid? Okay, all right, fuck yeah. And then they started playing the song, and I was just like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the same shit. The moment I heard your shit, I was just like, wow, what, these guys are from the lake, huh?
Yeah.
Like, and it's down to really resonating, marinating, whatever the hell you want to say, like, with yourself, with your goals, with your life, and it's like really put you guys on daily as motivational workout music, get through work music, get through my dead ass afternoon, whatever it is, and it's like pump up all day. Like,
I promise to get my all till my eyes roll back.
Let's go.
It doesn't get more real than that.
no,
Yeah.
no.
I promise to give everything in me till I'm gone.
Yeah.
Not only for myself, for my family.
Yeah.
That shit is real.
That's love.
So
man.
you are giving us that content. You are giving us that music that we can pop in to get through our day, to get through a hard time.
Yeah.
To remember that it's not gonna be easy, but I'm gonna give it all until my eyes roll back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's love.
When I look at my pops, I remember.
Yeah.
Always love you, always and forever.
Yeah.
I told you, I didn't tell you this, Connor, but it was when the tape came out. It was a Friday. It came out the 21st of September, August.
Yep.
And I was heading to a U92 remote, and it was strong Volkswagen over there off of Main Street in like 20 or 10 South or something like 10 South. And so my dad just lives right on the other side in Glendale. And so I was going through Glendale to I was passing my pops to get to work. And Remember comes on. And like I told you, single father, right?
Yeah.
And so I hold my dad like hella deep into my heart.
Oh yeah.
And Remember came on, and I pulled over. I couldn't finish the song.
Oh damn.
I couldn't finish the song. And if you haven't listened to Remember, Remember is a pretty big tribute to K's dad, and K's dad who he lost. And so I instantly turned it off, and I called my pops. I'm like, yo, pops, what's up? What you doing? He's like, oh, I was just thinking about you, right? Pull over to him, talk to him, chop it up with him. And it those are signs that you can't not follow, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
They say, I seen a meme the other day that said you're one choice away from the best things in your life and the worst things in your life, right? I felt like that was one of those moments, right?
There you go. Yeah.
Where what if I didn't turn around or call my dad, right? What could have happened? What would have happened, right?
Yeah.
It was one of those things. So that Project K from front to back got something for everyone, and got that those tracks that you can put in to feel something.
Yeah.
And so just keep that in mind when you're saying things like that you want that, you are living that. It is happening.
man.
That's love.
So just remember that.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's that project, like in the amount of time that I made that, like I didn't have a lot of time to make that, I didn't want to drop it a year from my dad passing. I didn't have any songs done when he passed away. None of those songs were done, you know? And so it just was like I've never in my life pulled so much fucking emotion, you know, like not put like pull, but like I've never like put so much emotion and thought and time and care and just like really fucking like done something like that ever in my life. Like that will probably always be one of my and not to sell anything I do in the future short, you know, but just because my dad holds a special place in my heart, you know, it was definitely something that I'm always gonna hold hella close as one of my best things I've ever done, is because it was my first project officially. It was a tribute to my father. I was able to express the way I felt on every single track, and I am happy and content with every single track that I did on there. And another shout out real quick to Dalton for helping me bring those visuals to life, and then shout out to Dylan for helping me bring those tracks to life. I really appreciate you guys. But yeah, going into that project, it was just I didn't even think I was gonna do music when my dad died. That wasn't even a part of my thought process. Like I was in a dark fucking place, you know. Like I was just like I didn't even cry up until the day his actual celebration of life was, because I was in so much shock. Like, who the fuck am I gonna go to when I'm sad? Who the fuck am I gonna talk to? Who's, you know, like it just was like a empty, like, and even still, you know, it's like it fucks me up, like just randomly. Like I'll probably, you know, I'll be leaving this shit, think about how you brought up Remember, and nigga just start tearing up.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just, it's tough. You know, it's tough. Like losing somebody, it doesn't have to necessarily be a dad, but I wanted that song to be for whoever lost somebody, you know, and a lot of people who lost somebody, you know, they reposted the picture with the song playing. And, you know, for me, that meant everything, you know, because that's what the goal was intended for. Was I wanted the people who are hurting also to go and listen to that song, you know, and go, okay, I'm gonna cry and let it out real quick, you know. But I know how my dad is with me, and anybody who has people who love them, they don't want us to keep our head down and just, you know, just kind of cruise through life. They would want us to live the best fucking life that we can, you know. And I know that's what my dad would want of me. He would want me to live the best fucking life I can. I have a voicemail that he left me, and in the voicemail he was saying, like, and I asked him to leave me voicemails so that way I could run them back whenever I was missing him. And that was a hard ass fucking conversation to have. I was just laid up with him on the bed, and just I was holding him because he was just not strong enough to hold me, you know. And so I asked him, I'm like, hey, can you leave me some voicemails, you know, so that way I can listen to you, you know, and just like have that shit to get me through the day, you know. And it definitely helps, you know, like it helps a lot. It was just having those conversations with him. And I think what made me decide to do music and do it the way that I'm doing it was just like a conversation that I had with him before he passed. And I mentioned this at his celebration of life. I told him, I was like, well, I asked him, I said, Dad, what, like, are you scared? Like, are you scared that you're going to pass? Like, and he was like, no. He said, and the reason why is because nobody could take away all the good that I've done for people, you know? And so just to hear that shit, like I hear that shit every day, you know what I'm saying? Every single fucking day. Like I hear that shit in the back of my head, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm sorry I'm getting choked up and shit.
No, you good, bro. Man.
You know what I'm saying? But I hear that shit every fucking morning. I wake up, nigga, like really traumatized by the shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know that like it's something that I'll never forget, you know? And so I want to live the best life that I can through my dad's legacy, and then also do everything that I can to help as many other people as the same way he did. When he passed and that celebration of life date came up, there was so many fucking people that I didn't even know about that he helped, you know, like he helped people start their own community programs. He helped people, you know, build up the courage to be themselves. He helped people with all these different, every single person that hopped up on that stage to talk, he helped them, every single person. And so for me, that shit just hit me. I was like, that's how I want to go out. You know, I want to go out like that. And not that I'm speaking death on myself, but I want to go out knowing that I did every single thing that I could, you know, to make this place a better place. I can't change everything. I can't fix everything. I can't undo all the shit that has been done in the past that's led up to what the fuck we dealing with now. you know, but I'm gonna do every fucking thing that I can to live through his legacy, and I'm gonna do everything that I can for my family and the people that I care about.
Yeah.
Point blank.
I think that's a good way to live, right? I think we all can agree that we're not here for ourselves.
No.
Right? We're not here for ourselves. Like, we're here to help, inspire, motivate, you know what I mean? To just be of service of others. And I think that's where a lot of people get, and this might sound selfish, but that's where they get their success.
Yeah.
Is when they're selfless.
Well, there you go. That's exactly. It's like, you know, there's a level of selfishness and selflessness that all need to go in conjunction with each other to make that work right. But it's like, you know, you're not going to get anywhere by just being selfish and taking care of yourself your whole entire time. It's like that doesn't get anybody anywhere. It doesn't matter what field you're in. It's like you've got to be willing to accept a hand of help, and you've got to be willing to lend a hand of help. That's just period how life goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's real talk. And just to kind of like tag on to that, you know, like I feel like when we were talking earlier about just being selfless, I mean, being selfish is not with the connotation that it comes with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what connotation means for those who don't read face value. It's not the face value that people are perceiving it as. It's you know, being selfish, it's not giving energy to bullshit, you know, not giving energy to things that aren't going to benefit you, not giving energy to, you know, to things that aren't going to help you grow, you know, like the strong, and I talked about this, I think with you, Dre, was just, I'm going to dive into this real quick because this is something that's really important. I feel like in my life has been extremely important, is just knowing when to not give a fuck, you know. It's easy as fuck to live. The easy life is fucking your life up. The hard life is going about your business on a day-to-day basis, and I think people got that shit mixed, intertwined. It's two different things. It's easy, it's easy to fuck up. It's hard to do the right thing. So when somebody tells me they have a hard life, I'm sorry. We all have fucking hard lives. Mm-hmm. We all do, you know? And it's what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You're gonna sit here and you gonna bitch to me, or you gonna go out and do something about this shit?
Yep.
You know, because you know what happens to you when your head's down. You miss opportunities. You don't see what's in front of you.
Exactly. You ain't looking.
You know, and so that's something that I feel like has carried me through my life more than anything else, was just knowing when to give a fuck, and then knowing the difference between hard and easy. It's very easy to fuck your life up. It's very easy to say, fuck this shit. My life sucks, so it's going to just keep sucking. You know, it's hard to say, okay, like I'm gonna sit down with myself, like I was saying earlier, and evaluate what the fuck matters to me the most, and I'm gonna do something about this shit. I'm not gonna talk about this shit. I'm really gonna put in the fucking footwork, and you know, pray. For me, I pray along the way, because I know through everything I do, God's first. Mm-hmm. You know, but really putting in that footwork and living that real hard life. You know. Yep. So that's just something that I wanted to say. I felt like I had to say that shit. So,
yeah, absolutely. I can agree with it. I feel you. So what's next, fellas? Connor, what's next for you?
Oh, man.
He's like,
keep working. Keep working.
Jet life. I'm going to Dubai.
Yeah, I'm taking off.
You're going to Dubai.
Let's go.
Can you imagine
First
Connor in
class
the whole Dubai outfit?
Hey,
I actually can.
I can too. With slippers?
Yeah. With the fucking red.
I mean, why not? Why not? It'd be a good time. Be a good time. Good vibe. Yeah, man. Just keep working. Honestly just working. Blessed to be busy in 2020. I know with everything going on, there's so many people who are struggling, hurting, losing jobs, all the above, and you know, you just can't thank whatever's out there enough for providing these blessed opportunities to just be busy, continue working, continue hustling, and trying to achieve all of our goals.
Yeah, real shit.
What about you, Kay?
Man, I'm gonna continue to love people, point blank.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna continue to love people through all their faults, through all the good in them, whatever. That's what the plan is. Just keep loving people and being there for people.
I'm really happy that you guys came. Pause. And I'm really excited for what the future holds. There's a lot of things that we didn't talk about on here that kind of like in the behind the scenes kind of thing.
Yes, sir.
that I'm excited to see you guys accomplish and do, and I'm happy to call you guys my friends and have you guys in that tight circle that we call a period. Yeah. Pause.
I'm dead, nigga. But real shit, I'm grateful for you guys too. You know what I'm saying? Like I've already told you guys. You know, it's rare as fuck to come across people who are so willing to do for others. You know, and it's just, but you still take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have that balance where it's like, okay, this is what I can give, but I still need to take care of myself, and you know how to manage. You know, from what I'm seeing, your guys' lives really well. You know, and so it's just it's a blessing to be around you guys. You know, I feel like it helps me a lot with just my recent loss. You know, just having dependable people, you know, around it definitely makes a difference. You know, and just knowing that I can count on you guys means a lot. So I appreciate you both.
For sure.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate you guys so much.
Socials.
What's
your social?
Happy Thoughts across all boards, just HPPYTHG. Man, I gotta fix that. I gotta fix it. THGHTS.
He's like, now that I'm out in the field,
Damn,
this shit is kind of
man,
hard.
It's hard to explain to people.
You got it. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, just add Happy Thoughts. Just search that in, you'll find me.
Cool.
And then KThaDawg, KThaDawg.
Nice.
And it's on all platforms, musically, and then all social media platforms as well.
And you've done that a few times. And that was smooth. That just rolled right off the tongue.
Let's go.
I can't wait until we can just add little bitch at the end of it.
KTHA, little bitch.
Cool. Thank you guys for listening, watching, however you guys are consuming this content. Follow me on Instagram at DreRawka, DreRawka. I am now on U92 3 to 7 if you are in Utah. If not, go and download the YouTube or the U92 app and listen to me because I need the ratings. Because if not, then I'm definitely not gonna have a job anymore.
One thing I will say too is, hey, real talk, you know what I'm saying? Real support is actually going and supporting, you know, like really going and supporting. And I'm not talking in terms of me like right now, you know, but biggest thing that I would say is like go and leave a review for my dog Dre under U92 on Facebook, you know, and also go and leave a review for my dog on Google. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of old things on there, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't portray who U92 is right now. You know, so definitely go on there and leave a review. You know what I'm saying? Dre does an amazing job, you know what I'm saying, with his role. So does Bang, Jared's a superstar, you know, and E-Rock. You know, so go show them some love. And DJ Poetic. Yeah. You know, so go show them some love, you know what I'm saying? They're doing so much for our community, you know what I'm saying? And it's one thing to say I support somebody, and it's another thing to actually go and drop something that can actually help, you know, with their roles, you know, what they do. So go and show them some love by actually leaving a review, you know what I'm saying, and do that for them. And, you know, do it ASAP. Hurry the fuck up.
Thank you, brother.
That's
I appreciate
all love.
that. Cool, bro, guys. You guys good? Anything else?
And we're good.
Until next time.
Until next time, brother.
Y'all have a good day. Peace.
Thank y'all.
Much
Peace.
love.